Okay, so Darman just responded to the whole situation. Basically, if you don't know what's going on, Darman is this multi-millionaire business guy, and he hires a bunch of actors for his videos. Now, the actors in his videos are now protesting outside a studio because they believe they're not being paid well. One of his most popular actors even said he can't afford rent, which is definitely alarming. Now, another issue is that apparently Darman refuses to have a dialogue with them, so whenever they try to negotiate a rate, he'll basically just ghost them or send a representative, and they want to talk to Darman. You can watch my previous video if you want all the details, but Darman responded in several Instagram posts and several Instagram stories, so let's check it out. In response to the recent actor protests, hey Darman fam, we want to address the recent protests by some of our actors. First off, we'd like to thank the many actors and fans who've reached out to show their support, gratitude, and solidarity to us. We truly appreciate you. For background, we did arrange an in-person hour-long meeting with actor representatives and two of our most senior leaders, including our head of production, in hopes of understanding concerns prior to any protest. During that meeting, the actor representatives refused to communicate any concerns and instead walked out. More info in our stories. Okay, so this is referring to the situation where they were supposed to meet Darman, but then he sent in a representative. And then the employees, the actors, were basically like, I'm not talking to you, I want to talk to Darman. Now, I don't know why they won't communicate with somebody else. Maybe they could still get their salary changed through somebody else, but we won't know the reason until they specifically tell us. Okay, now we actually have the numbers they're being paid. So, in regards to actor compensation, we believe we pay our actors competitively compared to our peers. Our rates for actors vary. Extras receive $18 per hour, and speaking role actors receive $33 to $44 per hour. We are proud to have given thousands of actors job opportunities, and last year alone paid millions of dollars in actor compensation. Okay, so this is the part where it gets a little bit tricky. $18 an hour or $33 to $44 an hour sounds like a good rate, but I don't know how the rate actually is in in the acting industry, and the rate as it should be from initially working with Darman when he had no following, a less amount of notoriety and fame, and then working with him now to a high class production. So we got to take into consideration, has the rate actually moved up through the years? Or are they being paid the same that they were being paid 5 years ago, for example? Actors by nature work for many different production companies. We offer project-based opportunities that vary from a few hours long to a few days. We do not offer full-time positions as we try to spread around opportunities and show a wide range of faces. Okay, so they always obviously want to change out the actors, so that's why there's a full-time pay, which is understandable here. All details, including pay rate and length of the production, are specified in the offer letter, and the actor has the freedom to accept or decline the project. If accepted, actors are always paid shortly after a production wraps, typically within 72 hours. Okay, so it's good that they pay them immediately after the production wraps. There's a lot of people, including YouTube sponsors, for example, which will pay you 2 months after, right, on their company's invoicing date, which is really annoying, and you gotta chase them. So 72 hours is definitely a good thing. Now, as the actors and Darman mentioned, this is a contractual basis, so it's like a one-off project each time. So they're not actually full-time employed. So if they sign the contract and they agree to work for that amount of pay, then obviously nobody can save you after you sign a contract, unless it's extremely exploitative. You gotta hire a lawyer and then go into the details of it. But it seems like they just want to have a conversation with you and negotiate the rate, but you're not even speaking to them face to face, which is basically what's annoying them in this case. Occasionally, we have stopped working with actors. This is typically due to conduct complaints from fellow actors, complaints from minor actors' parents, complaints from crew members, or an actor displaying unprofessionalism on or off set. We take complaints seriously and try to ensure that every person has the best experience possible in working with us, okay? Yesterday, a group of protesters interfered with 2 productions that were taking place. We want to apologize to the crew members and actors affected by these protesters and for the stress it may have caused. Okay, so I don't know if I agree with, sabotaging their, production. So if a production is going on and you're actively, interrupting it, obviously I'll never support that, okay? You can't just go around disrupting people's business. but I do understand the frustration here, and it's perfectly fine that you went the route of making a TikTok and explaining it to the internet that, hey, we're not getting paid, we need to look into this, right? So that's fine, but I'm not sure I agree with, just messing out with their production. Okay, moving on to the Instagram stories. Buckle up, this is going to be kind of long, but it gives us more insight into the story. Hey Darman fam, recently there's been a lot of misinformation going around, so we thought we'd help clarify a few things. Myth number 1, he's calling it a myth. Darman did not show up to the meeting he promised he would attend. Truth, on Friday, January the 13th, the end of day at 3:05 p.m., we received an email requesting a meeting. We were asked to respond by Monday, which was a national holiday, MLK, in regards to setting up a meeting. It is for this reason that we as a collective now feel that it is imperative for our future work with the company to meet with you to discuss our concerns and hopes for how our relationship with the company will operate going forward. We know how important Darman Studios is to you, us, and the millions of people who watch our videos around the globe. We want what is best for all parties. What would I do without Darman Studios, honestly? It's my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I watch it all day, every day. Life-changing content, obviously. We look forward to having a constructive conversation in person with mutually beneficial outcomes. Please contact the elected representatives below by 12 p.m. this coming Monday, January 16th, to set a date and time for in-person meeting. Thank you for your time and consideration. Sincerely, the actors who love what we do. Okay, so I'm not sure what he means by this. I think he's saying that it was a holiday and I didn't want to respond, but well, we'll see. Despite the short response demand, our head of human resources responded by Monday. Names removed for privacy reasons. Hi, I'm Janessa, the head of HR. I was forwarded your email. I'd love to chat with you/other actors to hear any ideas on how we can make things better. I'll gather some dates or times at work and get back to you soon. That's okay. That is a good response, and this is some solid proof saying that they were receptive to the meeting, okay? Now, did they actually go through with the meeting and have Darman there? Obviously, they didn't, which is why the actors are really mad, but that's a good email. Classic HR, they're always good with the emails, bro. In the response from the actor representative, it was stated, we would appreciate Dhar and Ruben's attendance. It was never stated that it was required, nor does Dhar typically attend these types of meetings. So Ruben, the head of our production, and Janessa, the head of human resources, scheduled to attend that meeting. Hi, Janessa. I'm sorry I didn't respond earlier. This went to my spam account. Thanks for the reply. We'd love to set up a meeting as soon as possible. Looking forward to dates and times that work with you for all. We'd appreciate Dhar and Ruben's attendance at the meeting. I hope this finds you well. Okay, the tides are kind of turning here. They said we would appreciate Darman's attendance at the meeting. That definitely doesn't mean Darman should absolutely be present at the meeting. And they're also not threatening, saying that, oh, if Darman's not at the meeting, I'm gonna go online and expose you for this. Okay, so that's very weird. You should make it, okay, don't use these fancy terms like, okay, we appreciate if you attend the meeting. That's basically saying it's completely optional if you want to attend the meeting. Should Darman attend the meeting? Yes, because that's what a courteous boss would do. But I imagine he's pretty busy and maybe he doesn't want to, look at you face to face for paying you less. So that's understandable. But you should say that Darman must be present at this meeting, okay? You can't say appreciate and then get mad about it. During the meeting with our senior managers, the actor representatives showed up and were immediately upset that Darman was not there. We reiterated that the two senior leaders who were present would make sure the concerns got heard and requested feedback. No feedback was given in the hour-long meeting schedule. The actor representatives angrily walked out after a few minutes. Okay, listen, I want to be completely neutral and fair to Darman and the actors. Just from this is pretty incriminating. They said, we appreciate if you're there. Okay, we don't really care if you're not there. That's what the email sounded like. And now you get super mad that he's not there and don't even talk to the representative managers who may actually be able to change your salary. I don't know, are they omitting some emails? I don't know. The actors are definitely gonna have to respond to this because this makes it look like Darman is doing a good job here. Like, obviously I should be paying more, but like with the communication, right? Because of the unsuccessful meeting, we were then asked any feedback to be put in writing and we attend to it as quickly as possible. We never received a response. From there, the protest started. What? Hope all is well. We'd love to hear any suggestions you have. I did allocate an hour-long in-person meeting with myself, the head of human resources, to hear out any concerns. You refuse to give us any feedback. Why don't they want to talk? So at this point, we request any suggestions. You put it in writing so I can review it. Unfortunately, another meeting won't be possible. Thanks and have a great weekend. Oh my god. Okay, so we definitely need to hear from the actors why they don't actually want to meet with representatives. Obviously, they might be concerned that, oh, if I meet with the representatives, they're not actually going to change my salary and, nothing's ever going to get done because it's going to go through a bunch of processes. But that's just kind of how you have to do it with a big company, right? Okay, moving on to myth number 2. This is new information here. We voluntarily removed Carl's mural a day after it went up. Truth, we were required by property management to take it down. We pleaded with management to keep it up, but we weren't allowed to. We are very sad it's gone and plan to recreate it once we have a future campus. Hi, Dhar. Sorry to hear that you lost one of your actors. This mural is a nice way to honor them, and I'm sure that his widow will appreciate your sentiment. You may keep it up for a short while, but please have the wall restored to its previous condition before the Thanksgiving break. Okay, so this is new information. Basically, I assume one of Dhar actors must have passed away, and in honor of them, they actually, made like a statue of them, which is definitely a wholesome thing to do, and then they were forced to take it down. So I guess the actors maybe, I never heard the actor said anything about this, but they may be using it as leverage to tarnish his name or something like that. Okay, I'm sorry it's very long, but we gotta get through this. Myth number 3, we don't issue 1099s to actors. Truth, we pay actors through PayPal, and PayPal sends them their 1099s. Okay, just in case you don't know what a 1099 is, it's basically like some forms or like documents to prove that, payment has been done to an independent contractor. So basically the forms, right? We wouldn't be able to be in business for very long if we did not pay our actors. I think you're making up myths at this point. What is going on? I really can't think of anything. I like how everything operates. It's quick and easy. Food is good and fresh. Hot coffee. Spacious, relaxing. Actors lounge. Parking is easy and safe. Wow, that's like a very positive response from one of your employees. I don't know. I mean, obviously, he could have just gone on his alt account and written this up, so we can't take any of this at face value, but obviously they do pay their actors. Myth number 5, we do not give actors or crew members credits. Credits are all listed in YouTube video descriptions or on IMDb. Myth number 6, we don't take feedback. We have a very feedback-driven culture. We have 3 ways of giving us feedback. Okay, now they're just going through a bunch of BS. The anonymous actor feedback box. People can leave their opinions in. I guess this is just a way of, getting reviews about how your stuff is going. After every production wraps, we send an email, anonymous feedback form. Okay, that's good. We have an awesome guy named Daniel who walks around with his clipboard greeting actors, requesting any feedback to make their experience any better. Comes from the hospitality industry. Okay, whatever, kind of unrelated. We want to take a moment to say the anonymous feedback we get is overwhelmingly positive. So I understand why they're doing this. This is called I don't know if it is. I mean, kind of like poisoning the well. Basically, they're saying that, oh, everybody says our satisfaction is so good and all the facilities are nice, so therefore everything about our business must be nice, and we definitely pay them well. Which doesn't add up. Obviously, those things can all be good, and you can still get paid like trash. So stop trying to, Okay, but I get what they're doing, okay? Myth number 8, we stop working with actors for medical conditions or disabilities. We take this accusation not seriously. It's simply not true. We work with many disabled actors. Imagine Dhar Mann. Imagine he was doing this behind the scenes. Myth number 7, we held an in-person event where we sold merch and profited from it, didn't compensate our actors. All revenue went to the expenses and no profit was made. Okay. We are saddened the situation has gotten here. We'll continue to focus on moving forward in a positive direction. Okay, really interesting response from Dhar Mann. He definitely debunked a little of it, okay? Definitely that email of, we appreciate if Dhar Mann shows up, and then they got really mad that he didn't show up. That didn't make any sense there. So I'm really looking forward to the actor's response to this. I'll keep you guys updated. Click the next video. Bye-bye.